Hello everyone and welcome to our channel and welcome to Celebrate Ryan's first Soberversary and giveaway hop. We're crafters coming together to celebrate Ryan's first Soberversary and the growth of his YouTube channel. At the top of the description box you will find the links to the creators who are involved in this hop, and I hope you take time to watch all the hop videos because we love your comments and thumbs up. Also, if you aren't already a subscriber, please consider subscribing and click on the little bell so you won't miss any of my uploads. There's also a giveaway, so be sure to watch to the end so that you can find out how to be entered for the drawing. Alrighty then, let's get into making this card. I want it to be a short and sweet video for you so that you can move on to the next one as soon as possible and watch them all because everybody's making something unique for Ryan's Soberversary. So as you can see here, I'm using Ranger Distress Oxides, and these are absolutely wonderful to blend with because they are a pigment and dye fusion ink. So the pigment will sit on top while the dye soaks into the paper. But with that, it gives you much more playtime, so to speak, to be able to blend your colors. So what I do is I go in with the first color, go in with the second color, and then you go back with the first color again. And so you'll see like the pink now, I've put that one aside because I'm done with that. And you'll also notice that I'm using some purple tape on the tips of my fingers because, as I said, this is a pigment dye ink fusion, so it stays wet longer. And so I'm putting my fingers on the tacky side of the tape so that I can hold down the paper but not put my fingerprints in the ink. This is going to be the background for the first card that I decided to make. Yeah, that's a surprise. I couldn't decide between this card and the next card, so I made them both. So with this card, we're going to use this beautiful Catherine Pooler stained glass cover plate die, and then also the Celebrate die. So here's the panel that we just made, and poof. So now the Celebrate, I used some mirror cardstock in black, and then I wanted some iridescent colored paper, but I didn't have anything, but I had these envelopes, and so I just cut down a piece of that to card front size. So now we're just going to glue these two panels together. And what you're not seeing is off to the right I have my splat box, and I'm using this spray adhesive because it's such an intricate piece. I didn't want to use wet glue, so I used the Elmer's Craft Bond spray adhesive. Alright, now we're going to put this on a card front. So this is a 100-pound accent, and I'm using my Berry Art Glue, which is my go-to glue now. And we're just going to pop that on. And then we are going to put the sentiment on, and this is one of the tricks I love to use. I did not use it in my last video and I regret, I totally forgot, but get yourself some purple tape. It's a low tack tape, and this way you're not futzing with a pair of tweezers trying to lay down your sentiment on your project and possibly dropping it, etc. So you just lay this and you can see through it so you can center it perfectly. And there we go. And that's card number 1. So let's make card number 2 now. So we're going to use the same sentiment die, the Celebrate die, and this is using a black glitter cardstock that I have. This is a Neat and Tangled concentric circles die, and we cut it out of the same iridescent paper, the envelope. This is the same background that we had from the first one, made the same way, but I ran it through my embossing folder that has the polka dots. And then I spritzed it with some water to activate the oxide in the Distress Oxide ink. So I wanted this little frame to pop up a little bit, so what I ended up doing was running it, the die cut through with some craft foam, some adhesive back craft foam like I did in my previous video. So be sure to check that out if you have not watched that one yet. But it gives it some dimension and it's pretty perfect. I used glue, wet glue, and so because it's an iridescent paper, it's coated, and I was able to go in with like a damp cloth and just cleaned it up a little bit from the glue spots that were left behind. And then the last thing we have to do is just put on the sentiment, and you'll see I'm doing that trick again with the purple tape. And we'll slap the sentiment on, and this card is done. And here they both are. So I just wanted to say thank you very much for participating in the hop. And as promised, what you need to do to be entered in the hop giveaway is that you must comment on all the hop videos by October 10th. One winner will be chosen randomly and announced around October 10th on Ryan's YouTube channel, Glitter Grunge Greetings. You can also search the hashtag in the image to find all of the videos in the hop. Thanks again for stopping by, and I'll talk to you next time.